Hola chicos, ¿qué tal? Aquí Mikael en otra parte más, tercera parte ya concretamente de Nobody's Want to Die. Y bueno, pues ya este vídeo ha quedado un pelín más largo que el resto, pero es más que nada porque ya aquí vamos a averiguar todo el mejunje ya. Ya vamos a descubrir qué es lo que realmente está pasando con, bueno, pues con esta serie de asesinatos, ¿no? Vamos a decir. Vamos a descubrir la identidad del asesino, en fin, los motivos, más o menos, que hay. Y también, una vez que vayamos avanzando, también vamos a conocer por fin a Sara en persona. Y también vamos a sacar el último, digamos, trofeo que habría perdible de, pues del juego, ¿vale? Ya digo, solo va a haber uno. Y es más o menos sobre mitad, casi final de vídeo, ¿vale? Por lo que os voy a dejar que disfrutéis de la trama, ¿vale? Pero ya digo, se pone muy interesante. Vamos a entrar a una sala roja, ¿vale? Bastante curiosa. Igual el nombre ya os puede dar alguna que otra idea de lo que puede ir. Una sala oculta en casa de un millonario. En fin, bueno, solo voy a dejarlo ahí. Pues ya digo que se pone la cosa muy interesante. Entonces, ya sabéis que cuando lleguemos al punto, ¿vale? Donde haya que donde se haga, donde vaya a saltarnos el trofeo, o los pasos que haya que seguir para hacer el trofeo, pues otra vez os lo diré, ¿vale? Os diré lo que hay que hacer, pero es un poco enrevesado, ¿vale? Hay que resolver como una especie de acertijo, ¿vale? O de enigma. También os diré, una vez que tengamos la conversación con Sara, qué es lo que hay que elegir para, para los diferentes finales. Y también os mostraré, también sacaremos el último trofeo relacionado con los tablones de pruebas, ¿vale?
Tech from a mortal era. Rich people love automated shit in their homes. We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking.
Entonces, dicho esto, os dejo con el vídeo, ¿vale? Y, y ya también aprovecho para deciros que si os gusta este contenido, si os gusta este juego, ¿vale? Pues ya sabéis que os podéis suscribir, dejar un like, un comentario, en fin, bla, 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 todo, todo, todo eso, ¿vale? Así que nada, muchísimas gracias por ver este vídeo y vamos con la historia.
Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
What next?
We have a card. Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see it develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it. James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck. So green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Formal dress. A meeting? With the murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven. What?
Are you there?
Sarah?
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who... Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
What is this place? What happened here?
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for...
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him and the law now. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. Fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. Why did he fall? Where's the killer? Shot. Needs a closer look. What did you do to deserve your mask? Or maybe you actually wore it every day. The Emperor of Screens. Take that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies?
They learn to live a lie.
What happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve.
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head. Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun? Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
He aimed toward the piano. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Like you got hit by a truck. Boy, journalistic scum. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
What if?
As if you flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer? Still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? Doesn't make sense. It's too rich for my blood. A broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me. Bingo. So you were sitting here. You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. To run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
And he was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight. Yet something or someone stopped him. Shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Kadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious.
Misery loves company. Especially in the Force.
High voltage. Must be powering something big. Now, let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. In the regular closet like the rest of us. You? Here? Rachel would be disappointed, but I'm not too surprised. Seen weapon as before. Know where the damn glass came from. Nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones Same weapon? 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus. Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll. The wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range? Blood trail. And anything else? It's time for pictures of your friend. I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it a Nicorite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you stood on the right side. I thought you might be worth the risk.
How fucking kind of you. Drake's star. I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim. I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. .9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. Went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position.
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. Looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. Whoever fucked up that sounds. Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her. She was bleeding like hell. Used them as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Was she trying to escape? Ritual toy. Sharp. Senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too?
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her. Was she waiting for her moment? Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? Ton of lead. Burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else get your attention? She almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata's shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Cadis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. Lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where? Pretty much everyone here knows each other. Maybe when they're incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations. Coriaci. She wins the Best Actress award year after year. This is getting boring already.
They want you to believe that she's brilliant. They say it's not even Coriaci anymore.
Then who is it? We met in other shells. She played a baseball player, and the director arranged for her to shadow me. Suddenly, Rachel started showing up more often at practice matches. I wonder what it turns on. Zilch. What does she have to do with all this? She. We go back to the beginning. Edward Green. What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
Did you leave the shrine with the weapons? Very subtle. Check to see if any victims were killed with this gun. .9mm, 5 bullets, half-empty clip. Did the killer shoot it? Or did they shoot at him? Fuck. Not now. So close. Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover. I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. Right in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
Youngest bodies possible. No certificates. They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites, why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers. Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them.
All those innocent souls.
Where are their Icarites?
You already know that. The actor was hung up on them.
Motherfuckers. Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. I've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting. I'm just wondering, since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
Muy bien, cuidado aquí. ¿Vale? Aquí se nos van a presentar dos opciones. Una, cerrar la puerta, o dos, dejarla abierta. ¿Qué pasa? Que esto es una decisión importante de cara a los finales. Si dejamos la puerta abierta, podremos optar a conseguir el final medio malo. Pero como los que nos interesan son el final bueno y el final malo, que son los dos de trofeo, tenemos que cerrarla, ¿vale? Tanto para el bueno como para el malo. Hay que cerrarla, ¿vale? Esto es bastante importante. Lo digo porque si dejáis la puerta abierta no podréis optar a los finales bueno, malo o medio bueno, aunque el medio bueno ya digo que no importa para nada, pero sí para el bueno y el malo. Entonces, aseguraros de hacer un guardado en la nube, por si os equivocáis o queréis probar diferentes opciones, pues poder descargar la partida, ¿vale? Desde este punto. Si no, os va a tocar empezar desde el principio. Pero ya digo que realmente es un juego bastante cortito y si os vais saltando las cinemáticas y tal, pues en 3 horas como mucho lo tenéis pasado. Y es bueno también porque así podéis explorar las diferentes opciones, ya sea tanto para los finales como para las conversaciones que podéis tener con los diferentes compañeros. Bueno, en este caso Sara, que es prácticamente con la que hablamos todo el rato. Entonces, ya digo, porque en función de lo que les respondáis, o sea, de la función de lo que respondáis en general, pues las conversaciones derivarán en una u otra y también así se percibirá, ¿vale? La relación que hay entre ambos. Entonces, pero bueno, dicho esto, yo solo digo que si queréis sacar el final bueno o el final malo, tenéis que dejar la puerta cerrada, ¿vale? La puerta cerrada. Ahora sí, seguimos con el vídeo.
Sarah needs electricity. Lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see. Broken cables for sure won't lead me to her. These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you? Smell the deadly stench of the slums. How can you live here? Electric current powers up the antenna. It must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.
late. Sarah?
The murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week. What is this place?
I'd be an easy target.
Give it up! You're trapped!
Funny. You're the one bleeding.
How did you find her?
Drop your weapon and I'll let you live.
What have you done to her? Talk!
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Let's settle this one-on-one!
What the?
You'll be completely fucked for killing an officer's body. You cunt.
Oh shit. Sarah?
I'd love to see the look on the commander's face trying to explain our corpses in the slums.
I wouldn't be called on the carpet for once. I'd be buried under it.
Fortunately, in this body, it's hard to blow someone's head off. Did you get the shakes too?
I had a slight desynchro.
Sunken face, bloodshot eyes like a junkie. James, you know how strung out you look?
Me? You looked in the mirror lately?
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me.
Ow, 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 ow.
Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions, too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into? And you're smoking, too. Someone's fallen into bad company here.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
So are you going to tell me where you got it?
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Cara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So What have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
It's all right. You can trust me.
Okay. I rented my body on the black market.
Sarah, what was your motive?
Motive? Seriously?
I'm not judging. I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable. One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. Back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. Instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but it looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Who's Taylor?
The greatest treasure in this film. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, until our hands were bloody. We kept digging for normal people. Portrait of misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
Must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor, surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Sister?
No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back.
That's bad. What are we missing?
After a month, her subscription expired. And we were broke. There was no one to help her. She wound up in the bank. And the body went to auction. And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
Oh, fuck. Damn it.
Vale, cuidado aquí porque vamos a empezar a digamos, hacer los pasos para poder conseguir el último trofeo perdible, que sería Pollo de la Justicia, ¿vale? Que consiste en resolver un rompecabezas. Bien, una vez que hayamos terminado de hablar con Sara, habéis visto quién es Sara, yo desde luego no me lo esperaba, ¿vale? Vamos a tener que ir a una habitación, ¿vale? En esa habitación es, digamos, la de los hermanos de Sara, o por lo menos la de uno de los hermanos de Sara, ¿vale? Que resulta que es fan de, pues, una especie como de cómics o de serie o algo así que había, pues, de un pollo que era como policía o algo así, en fin, bueno. Entonces, vale, era tan fan de estos cómics, pues que el muchachico diseñó una serie de enigmas, ¿vale? Ahí en la base esta, que es el Museo de la Estatua de la Libertad, por si alguien no se había dado cuenta. Pero bueno, el caso es que tenemos que entrar a esta sala, ¿vale? Y entre las muchas cosas que hay, esto realmente es opcional, ¿vale? Investigar todo esto, pero lo que nos interesa es este cómic, ¿vale? Tenemos que investigar este cómic. Entonces, ahora, una vez que ya lo hayamos visto y tal y cual, ¿vale? Lo hayamos estudiado, vamos a girarnos hacia donde está el escritorio y vamos a tener que apagar la lámpara, ¿vale? Hay una lámpara, como veis siempre habrá cerca como una especie de dibujito de pollo, ¿vale? Entonces esta lámpara la apagamos, ¿vale? Y nos aparecerá pues esta imagen aquí de estas estrellas, ¿vale? La mar de bonito. Entonces ahora tenemos que salir del dormitorio y girar como digamos hacia la izquierda, ¿vale? Para encender otra lámpara, ¿vale? Es por esta parte de aquí, esta no es, esta, ¿vale? La dejamos encendida, como veis, está de nuevo el dibujito del pollito, ¿vale? Entonces, de nuevo, giramos y vamos de nuevo hacia la izquierda buscando unas escaleritas, ¿vale? Estas escaleras de aquí. Y tenemos que encender una lámpara que queda como a la derecha de las escaleras según miras, ¿vale? Según miras, a la derecha, ¿vale? Esa derecha no, esta derecha. ¿De acuerdo? Y aquí, esto, pensaba que abría la puerta, esto no va a hacer ni puto caso, ¿vale? Porque esto no vale para nada. Pensaba que era subiendo las escaleras, pero no, ¿vale? Es en la parte de abajo, ¿vale? Justo donde hemos dado al primer botón, ¿vale? Pues ahí hay una lamparita a la que de nuevo tendremos que encenderla y volverla a apagar, ¿vale? Digamos que la encendemos como para que registre el dibujito del pollo, ¿vale? Ahí lo tenéis. Y tenemos que dejarla apagada, ¿vale? La volvemos a apagar. Luego tendremos que buscar otra, pero ¿qué pasa? Que yo me equivoco de camino y paso por la misión, ¿vale? Por donde está el punto de misión, y una vez que te acercas a Sara, ella te habla, ¿vale? Entonces ya tienes que tirarte toda la conversación hablando con ella, ¿vale? Es una conversación... Es bastante interesante, ¿vale? Las cosas que cuenta, nos cuenta por qué Sara tiene ese aspecto envejecido cuando se supone que realmente es una chica de 30 años, ¿vale? Pero bueno, solo voy a decir eso. Os dejo que escuchéis la conversación, ¿vale? Más bien que la leáis. Y ya, ya saliendo de ahí de la parte esta de Sara, ¿vale? De la conversación de Sara, os mostraré dónde está la última lámpara. Porque como veis estoy dando vueltas porque me había perdido totalmente, ¿vale? Entre tanta caja, pérgolas y cortinas, ¿vale? Pero bueno, aquí está la conversación. Dejo que la escuchéis y después de que terminemos de hablar con ella, pues seguimos con el acertijo.
They haunt me more literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her. And of course, she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
Bottoms up. To past. Now it slips through your fucking fingers like sand.
And to your optimism, your most charming trait.
What are you renting the body for?
surrogate for some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah. All right. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? The current model.
They said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
Okay, let's say you're right.
It's definitely recycled. Why would they lie about that?
You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
It's not sleep when you're in the bank. It's nothingness. You don't feel anything.
Like transferring in CTC? I remember what you said. You said you'd rather die than go to the bank.
But for different reasons, remember?
James, I have to save her! Fuck! You understand?
I can't tell good from bad. Especially in this fucked up world. But if someone matters to you, you fight. Screw the cost.
Well, thanks. I guess.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.
Vale, ahora sí que ya, después de todo el chachareo, el cacareo y el chismorreo con Sara. Con Sara bastante duro, el tema de por qué tiene el cuerpo que tiene. Vale, ahora sí, partiendo de este punto, ¿vale? Partiendo de este punto, aquí de nuevo tenéis una revista. No, esto no hagáis porque ya digo que es que estaba yo más perdida que, que yo que sé. Entonces vamos a venir por esta parte de aquí, ¿vale? Por esa no. Vale. Es que ya digo que me pierdo bastante. Es un poco complicado, además porque el juego se ve bastante oscuro y a pesar de que creo que no lo he dicho en los anteriores vídeos, pero he tratado un poco la imagen para que se vea más clara, ¿vale? Para que se intente ver un poquito más clara. Pero ya digo, se ve bastante oscuro, entonces estaba bastante desubicada. Pero bueno, más o menos es aquí, ¿vale? ¿Habéis visto el camino? De nuevo aquí encendemos esta lamparita y si lo hemos hecho bien habremos escuchado como una especie de ruido, ¿vale? Se nos habrá abierto esta puerta, ¿vale? Lo único que tendremos que hacer será subir. Subimos hasta arriba del todo, ¿vale? Buscamos la puerta que está a la derecha, ¿vale? Conforme subimos las escaleras, perdón, a la izquierda, ¿vale? Conforme subimos las escaleras, la puerta de la izquierda, ¿vale? Ahí la abrimos y veremos que hay pues como una especie de figura o de escultura, ¿vale? Del pollo justiciero y con eso tendremos el trofeo pollo de la justicia, ¿vale? Y que será, pues ya digo, el último trofeo, digamos, perdible del juego, ¿vale? Entonces, pues nada, ahora ya... después de este momento aquí que ha sido un poco loco, también decir que una vez que haya terminado de subir la serie, ¿vale? Tendréis todos y cada uno de los trofeos en un vídeo de forma individual, ¿vale? Por si no queréis cascaros la serie, solo queréis enteraros de dónde están los trofeos, porque queréis vosotros mismos pues ir descubriendo la serie y la historia y la trama y tal, ¿vale? Tendréis los vídeos de los trofeos de forma individual, ¿vale? Como suelo hacer siempre que hago una serie. Historia, con todo el contenido por un sitio y trofeos por otro, ¿vale? Ahora sí que sí, vamos ya con lo que sería el último trofeo el último tablón de pruebas, ¿vale? El de la sala roja, el que corresponde a la sala roja, Y nada, ya sabéis que tendréis las opciones, ¿vale? Tendréis las preguntas o las dudas, ¿vale? Y relacionado con la pista en la que van, ¿de acuerdo? Simplemente fijaros en las que yo elijo. Creo que me equivoco en alguna, pero no pasa nada, ¿vale? Si os equivocáis, el caso es que lo hagáis bien para poder concluir el caso, ¿de acuerdo? Y por eso no vais a tener ningún tipo de problema, ¿de acuerdo? Así que, nada, seguimos.
Thanks, but I never take your helper away. This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
Ever watch any westerns?
No. What are they about?
You'd love them. I think you'd identify with the characters. Sarah, I get the feeling you're not telling me something.
I suppose it'll come out sooner or later. It's about Jane Salma.
What about her? New evidence?
You could say that. She has my body.
What?
Ugh, calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah?
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you, I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Mm-hmm. Can you fire up the board here?
No.
We'll do it the old way then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start? James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
Control of yourself. It's a kind of consciousness erosion. We'll increase the dose of ambrosia and the amount of synchro tests. Should help.
I need something better.
We don't have anything else yet. I'm working on it.
It's one big joke.
Selma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Shit, I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer. Why didn't we have access to these recordings?
They were in the Red Room.
I'll try to get to them. Maybe there is something that has a negative effect, like synchro tests, only in reverse. Erosion of consciousness. Never heard of something like that.
Neither did I. But that means he was weaker than we thought. His own transfer machine. I can't even get my shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing. There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece. Fucking Demmer.
Oh, haven't heard that before. Good to know you still have feelings for them.
They didn't die because of money.
Yeah, they had plenty of it. There had to be another reason. I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have in this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least to them.
Turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster. Are you telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in. Like I said, I have at least 3 hypotheses.
Yes, ma'am.
The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart. How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
Why'd you become a cop?
Always had a thing for crime mysteries, so...
Sure, who doesn't? Is that all?
Well, I guess I had some ideals, too. I believed in justice, and shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
As much as ever. I'm just not looking for it in the department.
Copy that.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
Want to get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
Then how about we get revenge on this whole sick fucking system?
Like that's possible.
What if it was?
Wait, what kind of bullshit is that? Are you accusing me of something?
Just curious. Okay, let's try to draw some conclusions.
Honestly, I see 2 main possibilities. Or we're just seeing a small part of a bigger plan by someone who's always 2 steps ahead of us. Or Green's plan played out with Kovalev's help.
How do you figure?
Fuck, I don't know. He has access to some advanced tech. He managed to make contact with you in the Red Room. He knew everything that happened. Like he was in Green's head. I thought Green just committed suicide, but now I'm having a tough time buying that. Sorry, I've got a lot of thoughts. What do you think? Who's behind all this? Murderer or Green?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
Cuidado aquí en esta conversación con Sara, ¿vale? Como veis se le he congelado la imagen porque vamos a tener que darle a Green estaba detrás de todo, ¿vale? Esto es muy importante porque esta es la opción que tenemos que elegir para poder optar a los finales bueno o malo, ¿vale? En la conversación con Sara después del tablón de pruebas, decir que Green estaba detrás de todo.
Admit our alleged killer knows a lot. We don't have enough evidence that taking control of bodies is even possible. Green wouldn't be so easy to manipulate. He held this city by the balls for hundreds of years. Seems he decided to go out in a blaze of glory and burn it all down.
If Green planned it all, then what role did the killer play in everything? So, what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
have something. 2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
I have to. What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks.
Rachel! Rachel!
Looking in the mirror at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone else down.